everybody, Felicia here, and I am back with a simple process using one of my, well, actually multiple Ali Edwards kits, story kits, but as just a regular scrapbooking process on a 12 by 12 layout. And what you see me doing here is I am fishing through a bunch of photos. I'm looking for a specific one, but nothing really stood out to me with the photos that I have. So I'm going to go ahead and use that one. And yes, that is me in a bathing suit. And oh my gosh, man, I tell you, I'm not a big bathing suit fan. And so that's what the story is about. I am not a bathing suit fan. As you can see, I have a wrap on at the bottom. And I don't know. I'm just not into bathing suits like that. I really don't like myself exposed like that. This is the second bathing suit that I owned. I don't own bathing suits, and I was like really leery about wearing that anyway, and that was going with me to Vegas. And I was like, oh man. And then my daughter says, that's how it's supposed to look. But see, like I said, I am not comfortable like that. I've never been comfortable like that. So I did wear it, however, and it was okay. It turned out to be okay. I'll just put it that way. But yeah, so this is a story about me in an uncomfortable situation that I somewhat kind of went ahead and tried to get, comfortable with, but I still ended up not being super comfortable with it or anything like that because I don't know. I know other people can wear bathing suits and be fine with it, but oh no, I have never been a bathing suit fan for as long as I could remember. Even when I was a teenager, I never really liked them that much because I just felt exposed. I don't know, but I guess, but for those of you who do love bathing suits, and for those of you who love to wear them on a regular basis, that is awesome because I wish I had that kind of, thought process into wearing a bathing suit, but oh no, I just can't do it myself. Oh my goodness. So that's what this story is about. And that's I even have a hard time wearing things that expose me. Like I went to a 80s party and I wore like a Madonna type of deal thing with the bustier and the skirt and all that kind of stuff. And even then I was feeling uncomfortable. I kept my jacket on most of the time because I was like, oh gosh. But then I finally took it off because it did get kind of hot in there with all the dancing and everything. But that won't happen again anytime soon. So what you see in here is, I'll go ahead and tell you what I'm doing. I am working with one of the Ali Edwards scrapbooking kits, and that is the Octagon shaped scrapbooking kits. Now, for those of you who don't know, Ali Edwards had a quarterly scrapbooking kit, which was perfect because I didn't have to worry about the monthly kits kind of piling up on me and everything. So she had a quarterly one, and each one of her kits were shapes. So this was the Octagon shape. And I think I got the star shape, I have the circle shape, and hearts. That's what it was. So it was 4 of them last year. I'm not sure if she's going to do them again this year, which would be great, but I haven't heard anything about it. I actually loved it. And so it gave me like all kinds of different ways to think of putting a scrapbook layout together, creativity, to be more creative. And so that's one of the reasons why I really enjoyed working with her kits and everything. And now this is not the first layout that I've used. That I've used this kit with. I've done other layouts, and I've done my circle layouts, and I've used the kits and everything, and I think they're pretty cool. So this is one of her quarterly scrapbooking kits, and everything is shaped. Everything, it revolves around Octagon shapes and the kit here. So now what I'm doing is I am kind of layering this because I want it to be layered. I tried to find a color as close as I possibly could in my cardstock that matched the bathing suit, but that's the color I came with most, and I figured that's, being as that color matches the octagons on this color sheet, I decided to go ahead with that and everything. So I've matted the photo with the color green color and white cardstock so that I can kind of pop it out a little bit, and it actually helped out because it filled the frame. So whenever your photo fills, I can't even talk today. Whenever your photo fills the frame, and it's kind of like where you can't really, it doesn't pop. One of the best things and one of the best ideas to do is to mat the photo. So for those of you who are beginning scrapbookers, this is how you can pop out your photo. And for those of us who've been scrapbooking for a while and forgot, this is how you can pop up your photo. And for those of us who do it on a regular basis, this is awesome. This is how you pop out your photo. So I do want to mention here that putting this together was fun. I mean, I've never had that much, I haven't had this much fun putting a scrapbook kit layout together in a long time, because all I had to do was focus on putting the shapes where I wanted them to be, because it wasn't so much stuff, a lot of ephemera to kind of flip through and all that other good stuff. And, and I don't get me wrong, I love the ephemeras and things like that we get in the packs and stuff that we get with other collections. But sometimes it can be a little overwhelming, and you can have a whole bunch and you can not really tell a story. You could just design. But if your intent is not to tell a story, you just want to play with the pretty things, then more power to you, because that is fun too. I love doing that too. But like I said before in my previous videos, I forgot why I started scrapbooking in the first place, and that was to tell stories, even if it means I'm only using one photo. That is to tell the story. Now, there has been times when I've used multiple photos and I have 2-page layouts. I've done all of that. So I am very aware of how many photos that I use on my layout, and how, and what goes what, and where, in other words, where to place all of my elements for my pages. So this is one of the things that I like doing with her kits. It's just like, oh my gosh, I got all these shapes. Now, the hearts did not come in the kit. The hearts came from some leftovers from one of my story kits that I get from Allie Edwards as well. So, and I just wanted to say that these designs and these shapes and everything, and they're unique to Allie Edwards. And this is one of the things that attracted me so much to her kits, is because they are unique. They are not your typical scrapbooking stuff that you get, and I like to change things up. So this is why. And don't get me wrong, and I, pardon me if people think so, but I am not downrating other kits. I just wanted a little bit of variety myself, and I do possess a lot of those other kits. So this is the one thing that I will definitely fess up to, because I do love the design elements. But what I've been doing lately is, if I need something or if I want to change up a little bit, I just order the kits themselves. I don't really not the kits, the collections themselves. I don't go through any of the subscription processes anymore for scrapbooking kits anymore, because I found myself not really liking a lot of the stuff that they chose to put the kits together. So that's what was going on with me. And then it was everything was the same, and it just was not motivational enough. So, I know I'm laughing right now, but anyway, so, and then those stars did not come with the kit either. Like I said, some of this stuff is left over from some of my story kits, and I decided, you know what, I got all this stuff, I'm going to use it. And for those of you who see my scrapbooking tour, you saw my drawer full of Allie Edwards. I have a drawer just all Allie Edwards stuff, and I also have a basket where I have collected the kits, and that's why I'm on a mission right now to start using up those kits and just pretty much mixing and matching and things like that. So for kits that were previous that I have broken down, that is. Now, for the newer kits that I get from Allie Edwards, I am going to definitely start with a process that I have learned from or saw from Crystal Dunate. I hope I'm not butchering her name, but I think I mispronounced it the last time in my video, so I apologize for that. So and I really like her process, and so I've adapted that, and it has helped me tremendously. I didn't realize that I needed that kind of a boost and to get myself back into creating my scrapbook layouts with the stories in mind. So that's what I'm doing right now. So this is pretty much done. I am trying to use up the last bit of these stars instead of putting it back. And that's another thing too. I definitely started using up my stuff. And so I have many layouts that I've been doing here lately. And then some of them you guys get to see on video on my channel. All right, I want to thank you guys so much for watching and taking the time out of your day. And I just want to say have a great and wonderful, wonderful rest of your week. Bye.